It is another update of my Revolut Trading portfolio. Revolut stock trading is one of the easiest ways to start your investing journey for many of you. For me, it is not my main investing account, but since the last update on my Revolut stock trading portfolio in the middle of August 2020, I made a few changes. The main change is that I sold all of my Apple shares on the 29th December 2020 from my Revolut investing account. In this video, I will share my reasons for selling these shares, and I will also talk about other Revolut Trading platform changes. There were a few reasons. First, you need to know that the last 2 years were perfect for Apple investors. Apple shares gained almost 90% in 2019, and the Apple stock appreciated by more than 80% this year. But what I have been repeating many times, the appreciation of the share price is not enough of a reason for me to sell a stock. There are two main reasons which help me to decide if I should sell my shares. First, the company's fundamental aspects changed and it no longer meets my criteria for keeping shares in my portfolio. The second reason is that I am able to find a company with better growth prospects and a company which is a more attractive place to allocate my money in. So let's look at the first reason here. Are the fundamentals of Apple in a much worse shape now? My estimation of growth in the future does not look so great as it was the case 2 years ago. The fact is that in the meantime, shares of Apple appreciated by over 250%. I do not expect the Apple stock price to keep up with this growth from the last 2 years. I think I can find companies with higher expected returns. It is still a great company with exceptional products and very good perspectives. I expect this holiday quarter to generate the highest revenue ever recorded for Apple company in the short term. So in a short time, there are good news expected. What is there on a horizon for Apple? There were rumors about Apple's engagement in electric vehicles production, or at least cooperation with other companies involved in this market. It is another potential growth area for the Apple company. I also like Apple as the company which pushes through its healthcare ambitions. For now, it shows by their engagement in terms of Apple Watch fitness tracker or their latest release of the Apple Plus subscription. The company adds more advanced functions to its Apple Watch with every new release of this device. People are more interested in longevity. Things like tracking the body's performance with electrocardiogram or quality of sleep tracking with their everyday watch instead of buying a specialist device is a great selling point. It all sounds good, but Apple is already quite a mature company. And as such a big company, it cannot multiply like smaller and more agile companies. I'm still glad to own shares of this company, but I also own shares of smaller companies in my portfolio and plan to increase my money allocation into these high growth businesses. And if you enjoy my insights, which I share with you, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. This button looks much better when it is blue, not gray. Destroy it. I have to give you the full perspective. This Apple holding from my Revolut portfolio was only a small part of my overall Apple stock exposure. I also own Apple shares in my pension portfolio and my ISAs accounts, ISA and LISA. So with this transaction, I only trimmed my Apple position. I have not got rid of it entirely yet. There is one more reason which influenced my decision to sell Apple shares from my Revolut trading portfolio. Revolut does not offer an ISA type of account. This type of account allows protecting hard-earned money from capital gain taxes. It is available for the United Kingdom residents. I have not used my full allowance for the 2020-2021 ISA, and I prefer to move money from accounts which do not give me this protection from taxes to ISAs type of accounts. I bought Uber shares to my Revolut trading portfolio on 7th November 2019 for $26.98 and increased this position on 14th May 2020 at around $32. I sold all my shares 22nd and 23rd September 2020 for $35.27 and $34.64. It was a good investment and it brought me over 25% return. As with selling Apple shares, here the reason for selling was similar. I just wanted to move my money to the ISA account and buy shares of a company I expect to provide higher returns. Tesla shares went up by over 85% since 23rd September 2020. The same time, Uber shares went up by 46%. It means that it was a better place for the allocation of my money and it helps me achieve a higher return for my stock market portfolio. I bought these Tesla shares in another account. It was Trading 212 account, which is an ISA type of account. My Trading 212 ISA account allows me to not care about capital gain taxes for my Tesla investment. Let's look at the history of my investments in Apple shares in my Revolut Trading portfolio. I bought first shares of Apple through Revolut app on the 3rd December 2019 for $100. I received first dividend payment for holding Apple shares in February 2020. In March 2020, I bought additional 2 tranches of Apple shares. I received dividend payments for being a shareholder of Apple shares in May, August and November 2020. I sold all my shares of Apple on 29th December 2020 for over $760. Apple shares experienced a 4-for-1 stock split in the third quarter of 2020. That is the reason why I sold 4 times more shares than I bought. Overall, I invested $356.82 in Apple shares and I received $771.89 for selling these shares and dividend payments. It is 116.33% return in around 1 year. Not too bad, right? Apple was one of my best investments in 2020. If you want to hear about my 6 best investments in 2020, check this video on my YouTube channel. With the Revolut stock trading account, I wanted to show you that it is not difficult to start investing. The advantage of Revolut as a trading account is that it does not require you to open an additional account if you are using Revolut already. Also, with its fee-free trading, it is no longer expensive to invest. Let me know if you have any questions about the Revolut trading platform and if you want to follow my Revolut stock trading portfolio transactions. Also, let me know what the results of your investments in Revolut trading account in 2020 were. What was your best investment? I have already bought another high-growth stock for the money I received from selling Apple shares. I bought these shares in Trading 212 account for the same reason I explained before. It gives me a tax advantage. I inform my patrons about any transactions I make, so if you want to learn from me, you might be interested in joining my investing community. My overall portfolio of stocks of over $400,000 grew over 62% this year. Thanks to the right selection of stocks, I've been beating the stock market indices regularly. You will get exclusive access to members-only content. You will learn via our private group, participate in our regular members-only live Q&A webinars, and get access to a library of past webinars. You will know all companies from my entire portfolio of more than $400,000, and also you will be notified straight away when I buy or sell any stock. Thanks to my approach, you can spend a minimal amount of time on investing, and your future self will thank you for this investment. The link is below and in the video description. You are awesome that you watched this video till the end. Let me know what were your best stocks in 2020. I reply to every comment. Also remember not to listen to bloggers and vloggers. Always do your research and have conviction while you buy shares of the specific company. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to receive a notification about a new video being published. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy investing!